Hi, everyone. Thank you for attending the Tiny Eagles 2023 parents meeting. Can everyone hear me? Can you go ahead and type something on the text chat box, letting me know that you can hear me? Perfect. Thank you, Teddy. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate that. This meeting is being recorded so that the parents that are going to miss it will be able to rehash it later. I am talking, people are still coming in, and I am going to try to mute them as soon as I can because it'll echo through the computer. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So I will take questions at the end. Go ahead and type that in the chat as well. I'll read through the questions and then I'll answer them. Okay, it's going to be simply pretty easy, pretty quick. If some of you have attended Tiny Eagles before, it's pretty straightforward. We do have some new rules and regs and some changes along the way to make the program better for parents as well as for kids, coaches, and refs. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you for attending today. So the Tiny Eagles 2023 team practices start in January 14th, which is in 2 weeks on a Saturday till February 11th. Okay, and the sessions that are the kids that are signed in, as you can see there, A, B, C, and D, and they're all noted on the times. Those are the times that they come for the practice for the first 5 weeks. Anything after that would be regular game time, and that changes. I'm trying to figure out why there's a line on my thing, but anyways. On the second one, we have team games that start February 18th to March 11th. The courts are for court 1B first and second graders. As you can see, the rim size for the first and second graders is 8.5 feet rim. The ball size is 27.5. Court 2 would be third and fourth graders with a standard rim, which is for everybody, the kids third and fourth grade. The ball size is 28.5, which is a tad bigger. That size is usually used as like a girl's size ball. It's still smaller. The free throw line would be shortened so that the kids are able to hit some of those free throws. The location is Almanza Park Gym. There is parking at Almanza Park Gym. I have to ask everyone not to park in the Almanza court, which is next door to us, because they've got events going on and whatnot, and they ask that we see if we can park, not in their parking lot. Saturday, March 18th will be the Tiny Eagles single elimination tournament. Game times is 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's a single elimination. I have come up with can you guys hear me? I know I'm hearing that I'm cutting in and out. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue on. Hopefully the recording is clear so that if you miss anything, please feel free to, when I send out the link to everybody, you can click on it, it'll be on YouTube, but it'll be private, and you can watch this all again, okay? Okay, so for the single elimination, you're basically ranked based on the games that we play. The first 3 games, most likely, maybe the 4th game. And it's based off of numbers, okay? So the teams score a certain amount, and then they get ranked from 1st to 8th based off of that. And I put them in the order. And usually it plays out pretty well. Now, to participate in the tournament, the player must have attended a minimum of 3 practices. Okay, the kids will have to practice with their team, at least 3, and they would have to attend 2 games, okay, in order to enter the tournament. The staff, the coaches will be keeping count. This is the way to make sure that the teams play together, make sure the children learn, and move forward together. Okay, so if they're missing, if they've only attended 1 practice, the odds are they may not be able to play in the tournament. Okay, so keep that in mind as we move forward. So it'll let you decide if you want to move forward Tiny Eagles and whatnot. The primary objective of the Tiny Eagles Basketball League is to offer players opportunity to character building, player development, and will help them build relationships between teammates and coaches. This program will promote a healthy competitive spirit and discover skills through basketball necessary to succeed both on and off the court. The game format and rules are designed to teach basketball at the age-specific level that grows with each young athlete. I say that it's because first grade, second grade, it's pretty much basic fundamentals. We let them do, let them enjoy the game. They'll do a lot of traveling, a lot of double dribbling. Coaches will work on that. And we're hoping that by the time they reach third and fourth grade, they would be at that point where they're going to be better. Proper attire. Your child is encouraged to wear the Tiny Eagles t-shirt during practice. This t-shirt is provided to you. It's a dry fit t-shirt. We changed to that just recently. They will be numbered, so please keep that t-shirt safe because we'll be using that during the games as well as practices and so forth. Okay, we will provide a basketball to be used. If you want to bring your own, child to bring their own is great. You know the sizes. Let them practice as much as they can. We can only do so much on Saturday. If they have a ball in hand all the time, they can practice the dribbling skills at home. Check-in and pick-up procedures. Okay, so upon arrival, parents will need to sign in their child. Parents or guardians must stay for the duration of the session. Please bring water. We'll have many, water breaks. Parents who wish to have their child picked up by another guardian must fill out a release form. I'll have that form available to you on the first day. Okay, we'll indicate the parent as well as the participants that they will be picking up. To expedite the check-in of the first day, please print out, if you can, fill out and bring the code of conduct as well as a participation waiver. If you can't, don't worry, I will make copies of it. You can sign it there and then. The first day will be a little hectic because, we'll be giving out jerseys and the coaches will get to know the kids, and then, we'll go from there. After that, it should be easy. Okay. Game guidelines. Okay, the City of Alhambra Parks and Recreation Department shall have jurisdiction over all the rules and regulations that govern the Tiny Eagles League. The decision of the departments is final. The Southern California Municipal Athletic Federation rules and the CIF high school rules will govern league play. The following rules have been adapted to the City of Alhambra Tiny Eagles Basketball League play. Now, these times, play times, and so forth are close to what CIF uses. We changed it a little bit based off of the children and their age range. We are going a 4 8-minute quarters, half times of 5 minutes, 2 timeouts per half per team, and 1 timeout per team in overtime. Those 2 timeouts do not carry over in overtime. Okay, time will be running clock until the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Only when the score differential is within 8 points. Time will also stop during timeouts, and the official needs to stop the clock for any purpose in which any player may be at harm or in jeopardy. Now, for the 8-minute quarters, those are must-play guidelines. Okay, so if we've got 32 minutes in the game, the child has to play at least 8 minutes per half. Okay, so if the child plays the first quarter, then it's the coach's prerogative to play the child on the second quarter, right? But we have been teaching the coaches options to let the child play either 4 minutes first quarter, 4 minutes second quarter. Okay, the coaches have been trained to coach in a sense where the child will learn, the child will have fun, and third and fourth graders, they'll learn, they'll have fun, and we're going to try to be competitive. Okay, to let the child learn to be a little bit competitive as well. Okay, and in order to do that, we're going to have to separate times, 4 minutes, 8 minutes. This will all be up to the coach. Game guidelines continued. A team may start a game with 4 players. However, if the 5th player has not arrived at the beginning of the second half, a forfeit will be declared. Okay, so that means that if you have 4 players that show up, they're just going to play it through, even if they're winning by 10 points, because they have 4 players, it's an automatic forfeit. Okay. The bonus rule is 1 and 1. It shall be in effect on the 7th team foul in each half. There will be no backcourt press allowed. Once the ball crosses the half court, then defense will be allowed. If there is any Foul violation, the ball will be awarded to the rightful team. Now, for the backcourt pressing allowed, the key is, because the children have a hard time dribbling in general, we will not allow the child to be, picked up until the half court. There's no defense until the child crosses the half court. Once that's in play, the coaches all know this. They know that all the children need to get back on defense, play zone 2-3 or 3-2. As they cross the line, then they can run the defense. Playtime, like I said before, all players must play 8 minutes per half or 4 minutes per quarter at the discretion of the coach. Substitution will be allowed if needed at the 4-minute mark or if a player is injured. If a player arrives late, he or she may be allowed into the game at the 4-minute mark or in the beginning of the next quarter. All participants will receive participation certificates. First and second place will receive trophies or medals. The code of conduct, participation waiver forms. Now, I've emailed those two to you. You can print it if you like. You can print it, or you can sign it. You can email it back to me. I've got a list already that's returned it to me. And then I will mark it on the sign-in sheet, showing that it's already been filled and I have it. And then if they don't, then I'll just take it on that first day. Disciplinary guide. Verbal abuse will not be tolerated. This program is driven for the ideal of respect. Respect for your teammates, coaches, officials, and parents. First violation is a verbal warning to the player. Second violation may result with a suspension from 1 game, along with a conference with the parents or guardian. Third violation may result in expelled from the league without a refund. Physical abuse will not be tolerated. Depending upon the severity of the physical abuse, the city of Mount Hamburg reserves the right to expel any participant from the league on the first violation without a refund. Just to give everybody a heads up, all the parents are great. The kids are great. We don't have, all the times that I've ran it, everybody's been great. So this is just something that the city puts out for you to see. Okay, but this is a good league. Everybody's pretty awesome. Spectators, all friends and family are welcome to view the games. However, there is going to be limited space and people may be asked to be located to the safety of the game, players, officials, and coaches. It's going to be super noisy because we run tournaments, we run games on 2 courts. So you're literally looking at one side of the bleacher with 1 set, one side of the other bleachers with 1 set. So we do have a capacity in the gym. If we reach that, we'll know, and then we'll fix it accordingly. If a spectator is disturbing the flow of the game, he or she may be asked to leave the premises for the respect of the players, coaches, officials, and others. This is a learning experience in which we are trying to provide the best and most productive environment for our players. Although competitiveness is a part of the sport, we are trying to teach and install good sportsmanship. The important is teamwork, and most of all, a positive attitude and environment. Okay, that was pretty quick, I think. We're at the point where we can get questions, right? For more information, you can reach me at Almanza Park. Okay, the address is right there, 800 South Almanza. My phone number is 5081-570-5081. I am in the office Monday and Tuesdays, 7:30 to 6. There's my email. You can email me anytime, and I'll get to it as soon as I can, okay? Now for refunds, the only reason I put this on there, the last day to request a refund is January 11th. Because of the jersey sizes that we've ordered for the kids that we're going to order, because it's specific to that child, okay? I can't really control that. So that's why the price of the league is an extra $15 for the jersey. So that jersey would be yours, okay? Because we've ordered it for you. If you haven't chosen jerseys, please feel free to call the office. The secretary answer, and you let him know. You put your first name, last name, what session you're in, and then say, oh, we want to make sure that our jersey is, youth medium, right? And all this is due to me, if you haven't done so, is due to me by January 11th, because I'm ordering it on January 12th. Once I order it, it's a done deal, because they'll make sure everybody gets their size. So it's going to be this way, we're all over it. If you haven't done that, please do so. This session, as last session leagues, the signups filled up within 10 days. We literally have about 120 people waiting in line, right? So in the fall, for the fall signups, just to give you guys a heads up, July 1st will be for Alhambra residences. July 8th, which is a week later, will be for non-residences. I just want to be clear and transparent. Okay, any questions you have for me, you can always email me. You can always call me, and I will be as clear as possible. Okay. Other than that, that's what I have, everyone. I'm going to go through the chat area. I think some of you might see it as well, and then I will answer them as they come. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Okay. In the summer session, the jersey colors were a bit off with the teams they were supposed to represent. Will the jerseys be similar this particular session? During the summer, we actually didn't play during the summer, so I'm guessing that we're thinking that it's the last session. The jerseys go from 1 to 24. Okay, so because we have first and second grade, third and fourth grade, the company that prints it for us, we're only allowing us to print that one, say, for example, the color blue, right? First and second grade, team one, first and second grade, team one will have 12 jerseys. I always buy extra 2, just in case a parent loses it or a child, something goes wrong, something like that. And also now the blue, the second set, which is another 12, I order 24. The second 12 will go to the third and fourth graders. So they'll also have another set of, going from 13 to 24. So that's how I order them, by 24s, basically times 8 teams, 16 teams if you put it together. Okay, so this way I can get all over it and get the right sizes and so forth. Will you be sending this slide out? Yes, I will be. This slide is being recorded, and I will be sending it out as a link to YouTube. It's a private session that it'll be sent to your email. Now, if you do not have your email updated with the city, you won't get it. My suggestion really is to update your email with the city. And you can write it down for me when you sign in this coming weekend. I mean, next Saturday, you can write it down. I'll have the secretary enter it, or you can call him and he'll enter it for you. Now, some of the parents are probably not here because they probably didn't get the email for the parents' meeting because they decided to opt out on that email. That's the easiest way for us to communicate with you to start. Game times, schedules, game schedules, tournament schedules. Of course, all these things will also be printed during the game times and stuff like that. It'll be printed for you to take home. We'll also give a copy to the kids, but just in case. Okay. Another question is, our third grade son has never played basketball except for PE in school. We'll be able to learn accordingly. Yes. We do as much as we can, even though they're in third grade. There will be a lot of teaching for dribbling, passing, layups, defense. The coaches have been taught to try really hard to standardize the dribbling part, and we only have 5 weeks. I can only ask the parents to help us with this, as in the ball sizes that we give you, right? Third and fourth grade is 28.5, right? They can own that ball for a little bit and they can dribble at home, as opposed to us making sure that they dribble all the time during practice, because the coaches have 5 weeks to put them together. Defense, inbound, free throws, where's the line at, where's the outbound, who's taking in the ball, right? Who's playing point, who's playing the top end, who's playing center, who's playing forward. All these things have to put into play. Now, for the dribbling part, it's easy, right? So if the kids have a ball at home, you have nothing to do. Hey, get a ball, start dribbling left side, right side, and we'll teach them that. We'll teach them the fundamentals of that, and they can bring that home with them. And the odds are the coaches will be ingraining that in their brains, like, hey, go in and practice this at home. Okay. Yes, the t-shirt is the same as the jersey. It's a dry fit t-shirt. We purposely did that because we didn't want the participants to be sharing jerseys that we own, that the city owns. So we decided to make sure everybody buys it, you know, and this way they own it. It's going to have a number in it. You know, it's a specific particular color. Every season there's a new design that I put on there. So it's nice. It's not so bad. If this jersey ends up not fitting them, are they able to exchange it? Now, I bought extra 2 per team. Okay, so I have samples here at the office. Now, if they decide that, you know, oh, let's go check and see if the sizes fit or not, you can come into my office. It'll be up front, and then the child can try it on and say, oh, okay, we like this. Can you go ahead and update that size for us? Now, you have to do this by January 11th, okay? Because January 12th, I will be ordering those jerseys. Once I order those, the refund process is done, okay? Okay. Was there an email we were supposed to reply to for the shirts, jersey sizes? Actually, when you signed up, there was a prompt that asked you what size jersey would you like. And that's what it was. So you can still call in to the office and say, hey, my son's name is so-and-so, he's on session 3. Can you add him for, you know, youth small or youth medium? And they'll do it, okay? And it'll get to my desk, and then I'll update the information, and then I'll place the order. I have the same coach as us. Will there be coaches wise? The question is, we participated last session and did not have the same coach throughout the session. Will there be a consistency when it comes to coaches? Okay, so I want everyone to understand. Every session, there is 2 coaches per team, right? So for the first 5 weeks of practice, as they practice, the coaches will be the same. Now, when the basketball game comes, right? You've got 1st and 2nd grade playing. You have 3rd and 4th graders playing. Both cards going at the same time. Now, those coaches, they don't just coach the 1st and 2nd graders. They also coach the 3rd and 4th graders. So there are 4 sessions. So they literally, between 3 coaches or 2 coaches, they're sharing 4 teams. You see? So sometimes it lands on where, you know, 2 coaches are playing against each other, but they actually care for both teams because they coach those teams. And that's the way we do it, because I can't afford to pay 16 different rec leaders to coach 16 different, you know, teams. So I brought in about a good 10 to 12 leaders, coaches, you know, and they're pretty much multitasking. Okay. But one thing I did do, what I did do for this, can you please mute when you get a chance? What I did do is that if you look closely, the kids that are playing in the teams, when you see it, for example, Northrop Elementary has a group of kids, 1st grade all the way through 4th grade, and they're put together. Okay, they're playing together as a team because they're coming from Northrop. Now, the coaches, they are also coming from Northrop. If you're in the City of Alhambra School District, this, you know, this is exactly what I'm doing now. So it's a feeding program. I'm going to send the 1st graders. They're going to be together. If they're going to Northrop, if they play again, if they get into the next session, they're from Northrop, they're going to be playing together. Okay. So yeah, that's how we're doing it. Let me see. The next one's, so I don't misunderstand. Did you say that the email you? So basically, when you signed up for the jerseys, when you signed up your child for the program, there was a prompt on there that asked you what size your jersey was. Okay, and then you tell them, and if the prompt didn't come up, probably some problems with the email or the site itself. But you can still call in if you're confused about the size that you picked. You can call in, you can ask, you know, or you can come in to try on the jersey that I have samples of, and then we can go from there. Okay. How do you assign the kids to teams? Oh, there you go. So yeah, so like I said before, the teams are assigned based off of the school they're coming from, because I want them to play together. Because when 3rd and 4th grade ends, Tiny Eagle ends with them. All they can do now is they do the after school program, at the school site, okay, which is also coached by the same coach. And then they get to move forward 5th and 6th grade, and hopefully that they've learned some stuff from Tiny Eagles that they can bring to 5th and 6th grade. And they're still in the City of Alhambra School District, right? So they'll be playing with, say, for example, if they've been playing, if they're in Northrop, they're playing with the kids from Northrop. And they're going to do this all the way through until they get to 4th grade. And then when they hit 5th grade, they're still at Northrop. They will be playing with those same kids. And then hopefully that's the goal, that it's the same coach, unless the coach, is no longer coaching, or, is doing something else, and you'll get a new coach. But, hopefully that's not the case. If you haven't indicated the name of the school, you can still call in for that as well. But on the sign-in sheets when you were online, it actually prompted you. I asked for size schools. I asked for t-shirt sizes. Those were my big thing that I needed to know, so that I was able to print that out on the roster. Okay. So that's what we did. Okay. So if you're confused, please feel free to call us, and then we'll be able to go to the child's name, and then we'll say, oh yeah, what school is he from? And they say, oh, we didn't say what school. He's actually in Baldwin, and then I will make adjustments. I have until the 11th. Okay, the teams have already been set, but I can still make adjustments based off of that. What school they're from, who signed up first. All the priorities are team wise are going to the schools itself, and then the rest is coming in. Now, if the child is playing with a brother, a sibling, a cousin, there are parents that made a request because they're family. I have also put them together as well. Anything other than that, it's all random. It's by first come, first served. When all of the things are in play, it's all done. We've got the rest of the players that are in line. Whoever came in, boom, you're next in line for this team, you're next in line for that team, and so forth. So it's pretty random after that. It's worked pretty well lately. I have to admit, it's pretty intense when we do the tournament. Everybody seems to be on top of their game. It's pretty evened out, and yeah. The coaches. The question is, what techniques will the coaches try to use that will help instill more confidence in the children in dribbling the ball to help them flow the offense? Last year was our children's first year, and so preferred to just give the ball away for more confident ball handlers. Well, we did a session with the coaches, and the coaches were literally put to pretend that they are the participant themselves, and that they were instructed to basically push themselves to dribble with the left hand, the right hand, crossovers. And those are important things that if the coaches will know, you'll see the difference, because we literally put in an extra training for the coaches to instill those skills to the kids. Now, of course, we still ask the parents, please, you understand the size of the ball, invest in a ball. Let them, when they're at home, they got nothing going on, put a ball in their hand and let them dribble it. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, all day long. If there's a basketball court in front of them, layups all day. Layups, 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 layups. I can't say that enough. All day long. If you like to call, everybody's great. The first meeting is Saturday, the 14th. The first practice is the 14th, by the way, everybody. You should show up. It's the first day. You'll get your jerseys. You'll see your coaches, and they'll practice right away. Okay? They'll practice right away. There is no stopping it. We got 5 weeks to get everybody going. We got 4 games, and then we got a tournament. Okay? For the children, the question is, how about the children who didn't attend AUSD? Can they be assigned to the team, same team as last session? Maybe they can end up with some of the same kids from last session. Unfortunately, I am unable to do that. Because this is the City of Alhambra's feeder program that goes into the AUSD in Alhambra. The coaches are from that particular school site. The children are from that particular school site as well. And that's why everything else that comes after is random. It says some people that are in the league live in Alhambra but do not go to school in Alhambra. You can request a particular school that you're close to. Say you live on 6th Street, Ramona's over there, and you say, yeah, I don't actually, the child doesn't go to that school, but we would like to have them go to Ramona to play with the kids there, because maybe when they turn 5th grade, they'll be playing the after school program over there. That is doable. Please email me, please call me, and we can work on that. Yes, the question was, I believe there was another option when choosing school sites. Yes, there were also the list of schools on there as well, and also other. So other basically telling me that, oh, you know, we're from Pasadena or Monterey Park or whichever, you know, which is fine. And if you like, I'm easy, so you guys can email me, you can call me. You know, I'm here Mondays and Tuesdays during the Tiny Eagles League. Okay. Okay, so other than that, I think I've answered everything. But like I said, this is being recorded, so I will make sure everybody gets this link, and then if you want to go back to it, you can. Here's another question: is there an account set up for us to see what shirt sizes we ordered for our children? Unfortunately not. When you signed up, you received a receipt, and it's by email, I believe, and the email will actually tell you what size you chose. Okay, so you'll be able to see on your receipt. If you don't, feel free to call us. Okay, so this presentation, like I said, is being recorded, and if you missed anything, feel free to go back to it. I'm going to stop the recording now. I'm going to stop the sharing. Okay, and I'm going to stop the recording as well, and then we're solid, everyone. We should be good to go. I will see you all next Saturday. Enjoy the rest of the week for the kids that are still off, and we'll go from there. Thank you, everyone. We will talk to you soon. If you have other questions, please call me or email me. Bye, everyone.